Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we draw the TM means Turing machine for the m plus n function. So we start to draw this. So this m plus n, we consider m is equal to 2 or 3 and n is equal to 2. So this function f of mn is equal to m plus n. Now our m is 3, 2 is 2, n is equal to 2. So what is the sum here? 5. So this is the normal m plus n. But if we want to draw the Turing machine, that time we take the unary symbols, not these decimal symbols. We convert these digits into unary. So how we construct this in the unary? So m plus n means this 3, and we write 3 like this: 1, 2, 3. 3 ones means 3 plus this 2. So how we write now 2? Like this: 1 and 2. This is the unary form. And what is the sum of this m plus n? 5. So this 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. So we draw here 5 ones: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the final answer. Now for this we draw the Turing machine. So here is the symbol is plus. You take null also for this. So if you want to construct the tab, so the tab is start with null. Then here is the n number of symbols. Then our 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These 3 numbers m. Now here one symbol is present. This is either the plus or you take the null. So someone take null, someone take plus. We take plus here. Then it is also okay. And if you take the null value, then also it is okay. So plus, then 2 ones: 1, 2. Now we build the logic here. Here is the null value is present initially. Now we start with this null value. So first we read the null, move ahead. Then we read 1, kept 1 as it is, move ahead. At the right side, we travel in the right side now. Then again, if you read 1, kept as it is 1, move ahead. Then you read 1, kept as it is, move ahead. Here you see the plus symbol. Now convert this plus symbol into the null. So this plus symbol we converted into the null and move to the right side. Then again 1 kept as it is, move to the right. 1 kept as it is, move to the right. You read null. When you read null, then travel now at the left side. So when you read the 1 here, so convert this 1 in a previous symbol. Means now here the 1 is present, but before that we read the null. So now we transfer here 1, convert this 1 to the null. Now you read 1. We now move to the left side now, so that's why. So now we read 1. So convert this 1 into previous one. We convert the current symbol to the previous symbol. Now we write here 1 newly. Then now we move ahead to the left side. Now here we read the null. We convert this null to the previous symbol, means 1. This 1 right here. When you read the null, then remaining all the symbols which are at the left side of the null value kept as it is, means this 1 now kept as it is, this one kept as it is, this one kept as it is, and now this null. So again this is the new tab we form here, and this is the answer. Here if you count this 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the final answer, this string. So from this question we form the answer, which is 5. 3 plus 2, 5, and here we take the answer 5. So in this way we draw the Turing machine also. Now I hope all you get the basic idea about the question. Now let's start to draw the Turing machine. So initially at the Q0 state, we read null value. So what we do, kept this null value as it is and move to the right side, travel at the right side. So this null value kept null as it is, move to the right. Now next we reach to the Q1 state. In Q1 state we read 1. So here we form the cycle and kept all the 1 as it is. So here we draw one cycle for the 1. So this 1 kept 1 as it is and travel to the right side. Now where we stop to move to the right side, if you see the plus symbol sometimes anyone consider here null value, then it is also right, but now I consider here plus value. So when I read the plus value, then convert this plus value to the null and move to the right side. So all the 1 before this plus, this kept as it is and move to ahead at the right side. If you read the plus value, then convert this plus value to the null and move to the right side. And again here in this Q2 state, if again you read the 1s, then kept this 1 as it is and simply move ahead. This 1 kept 1 as it is and move to the right. So this 1 is also now covered in this cycle. And now next we see the null value. So when you read the null value now, after these ones, kept this null value as it is and start to move left side. So Q3 state. This direction is most important, so don't forget to draw this. So when you read the null value, kept this null value as it is and start to move at the left side. Now after moving the left side, first you read the 1. So when you read the null, here I draw now in downward direction. If you read the 1, change this 1 to the null value and move to the left. So just before just after the null value, which 1 is present, transfer this or convert this 1 to the null value. So here we write the transaction this. If you read 1 just before the null value, then convert this to the null and move to the left side. Now we are in Q4 state. Now all the 1s after this 1 kept 1 as it is and moved to the left side. So here one cycle is formed where we say that if you read 1 now, kept this 1 as it is and move to the left, because this is only string contain the 1 and this we converted into null. So before the after this if you read 1, kept 1 as it is. So here only 1 is present here, but in case if here 10 times 1 is present, 100 times 1 is present, that time we use this cycle and we kept this 1 as it is and move to the left, and after this we read the null value. So here I say when we read the plus value, then we convert this to the null, and then next time we convert it into the 1. So instead of the 3 transaction, only 1 transaction we cover here. So instead of converting this into the null first and then the 1, so instead of converting the 1, directly we converted into the 1. Instead of converting the null value, directly we convert this plus value to the 1. So in this transaction we cover this 1 automatically in the 1 state only. So what it means we start with the null value, we move to the right, we cover all the 1s and move to the right, and then we read the plus value. So this plus value we directly change into the 1 instead of converting first null and then we again when move to the left side, then we again converted into the 1. So instead of this, if you read the plus value or if you take the null value here, then also it is okay. Directly converted this symbol to the 1 and move to ahead. Then if you read a number of ones, then kept this one as it is, move to the right side. Then in this way you reach to the null value. Once you read the null value, start moving at the left side. Then first this 1 change into the null, which is in this direction, in this transaction. So we convert this 1 to the null, and then we start moving at the left side and kept all the 1. Now this plus value is not here present, here now 1 is present, so this 1 is now present. So we moving at the left side and kept all the 1 as it is. So we are here, then we kept this 1 as it is in this cycle, move ahead. Then we kept this 1 as it is, move ahead, and then we reach to the final state where we read the null value. So for that we write the transaction. So here in the final state, Q5 state, you read the null value, kept null value as it is, and move to the left or right, anything. So we move to the left, and now we are in the final state. So I hope all you get the idea about the question. So this Turing machine we draw here now, and if you want to simply write in the transaction of words, means simple words. So let's initially we start with the Q0 state, and now let's suppose we take the example of 2 plus 2. First initially we take 3 plus 2, but now let's suppose we change the inputs. So our inputs are null. Then we take the example of 2 2. So null 2, then again we here take the null, or if you take the plus then it is also okay, but we now take the example of null because here we see the example of plus. But if someone take plus, someone take null, so we take both one by one example, so you can understand easily. Then 1 1, then null, and this is the example. So first we start with this null value. So initially Q not read the null, this is the initial state. So draw this also. So first you read the null, then we travel to the Q1. First kept this null as it is and move to the right, and we reach to the Q1 state. So we are now here Q1 state. So Q1 state, now we move to the right side. So here we, and this one now we read, now remaining all this string as it is. Now when you read the 1, kept 1 as it is and move to the right. So we are in itself Q1 state because here we read now, so we are in Q1 state. Null 1, now 1 kept as it is and move to the right. So we are now here, and now null 1 1 null. Now we read again 1. If you read the 1 of in Q1 state, then kept this 1 as it is, move to the right. So here is also Q1. So Q1 null 1 1, and kept this 1 as it is and move to the right, means here. Now 1 1 null. Now if you read the null, or this is the plus also and this is the null also, both are the right. So in this example I write here plus. If you write the null, then it is also okay, but which you write here only kept this for the example. So let's now we change to the null, because many of the colleges take the null value, not the plus value. So if you read the null, convert this null to the 1 and move to the right. So this null value convert we into the 1, and which state we move? Q2 state. So this is the Q2 state. This null value as it is, this 1 as it is, 1 as it is, this null value we converted into 1 and move to the right, means we are now here, and this remaining all kept as it is. Now when you read the 1, kept 1 as it is and move to the right. This in the Q2 state. So in Q2 state, if you read 1, this 1 kept 1 as it is, not here, arrow, and move to the right, means now we are here, and this null as it is. Now again if you read the 1, then travel into Q2 state itself and move to the right. So Q2 null 1 2 3 4, and this 1 also write as it is, move to the right, means here now. When you read the null, kept null as it is and move to the left side, and we are in the Q3 state. So right here, Q3 state, null 1 2 3 4 5 and move to the left, means now the arrow is indicate to this 1 and null as it is. After you traveling this Q3, if you read the 1, then for this first 1 converted into the null and move to the left. So this 1 now we converted into the null, and then remaining all as it is, and the state is Q4 state. So in Q4 state, what we do, this null is 1 2 3 4 symbols as it is. This 1 is converted into the null and move to the left side, here move to the left side. So we are in now here in this state. After this state, if you read 1 in Q4, then kept 1 as it is and move to the left. So now Q4, now this null, and now kept this 1 as it is and move to the left, and null null. The same for all the ones here. The cycle is draw here. If you see one n number of 1, then kept this 1 as it is and just move to the left side. So quickly we draw for all the ones. So right here in Q4 state itself, if you read 1, kept 1 as it is, move to the left, means now we are here. Again you read null, then Q4 state, null 1 1 1 1, and now move to the left, means here, null null. Again you read now 1, so kept 1 as it is, move to the left. So Q4 null, but now we indicate for to this null value, then this 1 all kept as it is, null null. Now in Q4 state you read the null, and for that different transaction is here. If in Q4 state, if you read the null value, then kept this null value as it is and move to the left, and that time we are in the final state, Q5 state. So in Q5 state, if you read null, then kept this null as it is, and remaining all are the symbols are as it is. Now this is the final state, and we get correct output also, 1 2 3 4, and here we add the 2 plus 2, so 4, then we get here 4 ones. So in this way we draw write the transactions, and here we draw the Turing machine. So if any query or any doubt in this Turing machine, then let me know in the comment box. Thank you.